the outlook for this week is bullish, and I'm going to explain why as I have the charts in front of me today. So the first thing that we want to notice is that last week was a very interesting week. I say that because we had a fairly strong bull run over here. You can see how the week is kind of just went all the way down to 2960, and then it kind of pulled back up. But why this is a significant what the significance of this is the fact that the market still has yet to break 3050. And if we look very carefully, we can actually see that 3050 has been a key level in the past with this specific market. Also not ignoring the fact that we do have the market in an ascending channel. And as a result of that, we are looking for the market to, yes, we are looking for the market to break to the downside. However, we haven't really seen any significant bear pressure in the past weeks, considering the fact that we do see significant deceleration on this specific setup over here. So in hindsight, what we also have is the market pushing last week, just pushing all the way down to 2960, and then bias comes and pushes all the way back up, closing it above our weekly key level. Now, the significance of this is, number one, that we do have a weekly low test, which is, in other words, a weekly hammer. And this is an indication for a reversal. Now, why is this reversal going to be different? Why do we have a higher probability of this being a successful reversal as opposed to a normal hammer forming on a support? And I'm going to explain this when we go to the lower time frames. So if I jump over here, and I'm going to jump over to our daily time frame, what we basically have is a market that has impulsed to the downside and then has formed this descending channel. Now, the reason that this is significant is because a descending channel that forms after a bearish impulse is a signal. It's an indication of the market unable to sustain the current bear market. In other words, there is not enough sellers to sustain the bear run. And as a result of that, we're seeing that happening just over here. So what we have is the market testing last week the support level of the descending channel and immediately started to build momentum to the upside. So this is not to be a surprise. We shouldn't be surprised of the recent spike that we saw on Friday, simply because of the fact that it came down to test the support level of the descending triangle on the daily time frame after a significant bearish impulse. So if we jump over to the 4-hour time frame, what we basically have is so I have a lot of charts here, I have a lot of lines in these charts, but what I also want you to realize is that if we scale down even further, what we have is a bearish impulse to the downside and then another repeat of a descending channel forming after this bearish impulse, indicating that there is not enough sellers to sustain a bear market. When this occurred, we saw immediately that the market impulsed to the upside, and now we're starting to see some momentum being built up from the buyers. If we jump over to our 1-hour time frame, this is a very significant setup here because we can actually see the descending channel forming over here a lot clearer than we would see on the 4-hour time frame. But after the market has impulsed to the upside, we're starting to see a little bit of exhaustion and deceleration as the market is potentially looking to maybe retrace. Now, this is not a guarantee. If the market is going to retrace, if the market might want to pull back in order to collect more buyers, then we're possibly looking at the first level for the market to test as 3100, where we will wait for reversal candles or reversal patterns on this level to give us the signal, to give us the indication to go further up, perhaps testing our 4-hour target over here. If not, then we're looking at the market to test the 3080 level, and that will also be an indication. We will obviously wait for reversal patterns to form on this level as well. If you want, you can actually draw in the fib, and what you'll come to discover is that the market does in fact use the 38.2 fib on the 3080 retracement level. So essentially what we have is a market that is busy stalling on this level over here. But if we do see a nice shooting star, chances are we may start building very slow momentum down to one of these two levels and we will then wait for market to set up to give us the indication to go further up. One of the things that we could be looking at is the market could either look to test the resistance of the daily channel. In other words, we could see the market building momentum all the way up till this point of the year, or we could actually see the market break through this channel. A break through this channel would not indicate a complete reversal in trend. However, this is a short-term bull run. So essentially, after this strong bullish engulfing candle, we're definitely seeing some bull momentum for this day. And definitely with the setups that we're seeing on the weekly and the daily time frames, we have a very nice opportunity to find good levels of support. So essentially, we're no longer going to be looking for resistance levels in this market. We are looking for levels of support where we can leverage that information we found on the bigger time frames to set us up to get in the buys on the smaller time frames, and then just take our targets based on the bigger ones. So essentially, this is the forecast that we have for the week. We are looking at a bull week for the week as of today up until Friday. So we're going to look for nice levels of support where we can either add on or scale in, and then obviously just take profits appropriately. So if there is any questions, guys, please don't hesitate to ask. Send me a message in the Telegram group. If you would like to add anything to the analysis that I've just sent out to you guys, you are more than welcome to do so. Furthermore, like I said, if there is any questions, let me know. If not, I wish you all the best with all the positions that you will be taking. Good luck and goodbye.